Hi friends, Sam from the future here. You're gonna have to excuse any noise right now because the neighbours are drilling and it's doing my head in. But I just wanted to give you a little heads up. My 10th episode in the Ace episodes will be going up very soon. And for it, I have enlisted the help of fellow Aces on Twitter. So if you want to be in one of my videos, I'm going to link the Twitter post below. And you could get involved, send me a video of yourself, and you could be in the 10th episode of the Ace episodes. Also, I promised on my socials that if I hit 500 subscribers by the end of the month, I would do a spontaneous giveaway, so look out for that sometime next week. Get excited and enjoy the video. Hi friends, it is Sam. Welcome back to the Ace episodes. We are now on episode 7 and that's just mind-blowing to me. I have other episodes planned. This series is probably going to go on forever, but we're fine. We like it. You like it. I like it. The world likes it. We like to learn. For this episode, I will be reading out some messages that I got from fellow asexuals. I thought that it would be fun to ask for confessions, stories, thoughts, and just asexual related stuff that anyone wanted to tell me that I could relay to you guys. So I've got a conversation between me and a questioning asexual. I've got some stories from another asexual. I've got my own confession to add on to the end. Let's get some asexual perspective. The first confession is a sort of story about this person's coming out experience. This person tried to come out to their mum, who wasn't particularly accepting, which kind of baffles me because a lot of people would prefer that you have no sexual desire as opposed to being sexually attracted to everyone and everything, you know what I mean? You don't expect to come out as asexual and tell someone that you're not gonna engage in sex, and you wouldn't expect them to react badly. So this person said to their mother, "Have you seen that black ring I wear?" And their mother said, "No. Do you know what that ring means? I looked it up." And the person said, "I know what it means." And the mum says, "It means you don't have a gender and you like sleeping with boys." And the asexual says, "What? No, mum. If you wear a black ring on the middle finger of your right hand, it means you're asexual." Do you know what that means? Mum, it means you're gay, doesn't it? Asexual. No. Asexuality is when you don't want to have sex. There's no desire to have sex. Mum, that'll change when you get older though, won't it? What about when you have a girlfriend and want to have kids? It's stupid really, isn't it? I didn't continue the conversation, but I have a sneaking suspicion that Mum threw the ring away yesterday evening when I wasn't looking. If so, I'm going to buy another to spite her. I did buy another ring, but then I found the old one. It had fallen on the floor. I'm not openly ace to anyone in real life because of the above, and I only wear my ring on my commute to and from work, and at work obviously. You'd think that if you were quite Christian or whatever, you'd think that not wanting sex is like a pure thing, but it's amazing how many people have come out as ace and got a negative reaction from family. I guess it's the sort of family who want grandchildren, I don't know. But then again, I think if you're not normal, you're never going to have a completely positive reaction. I personally have got positive reactions all around. I haven't really come out in person. I just do it on here. I've told my mum, I've told my sister, and my friends now. So I couldn't imagine getting a negative response. But yeah, I am really sorry that your mum doesn't approve. And I hope that one day people who don't understand will learn to understand. It's a positive thing. I got another message from a person on Instagram who said, "You're the first asexual person I've spoken to. I thought I was asexual for 23 years. Very confusing. I don't know what I am anymore. I just don't like people much." I didn't bother explaining what asexuality was to friends. It was near impossible for them to understand why I wanted a relationship, but not a sexual one. I've struggled for such a long time. I struggle a lot with loneliness. I work alone and live alone, and dating is impossible. I miss human contact so much. I've tried Tinder and gone on a few dates, but I haven't connected with anybody. I'm not 100% asexual. From what I've read, I'm demisexual. This person then went on to ask me if I met the right person, would I ever feel sexual again? To which I replied, no. There's no again about it because I've never felt sexual attraction. It was just a process of elimination and research that helped me realise that. Romantic? Maybe? But I've never liked sex and I never will. I'm so happy with my sexuality and romantic orientation and I wouldn't change it. They then reiterated that they think they're demisexual and said, I just hope I can become happy in myself like you have. And I responded with, that's great that you're discovering yourself, just don't try to force anything for the sake of feeling normal, which is the advice I'd give to anyone. I've had quite a few people DM me and say that they're unsure whether they're asexual, that they might be on the spectrum, and I've given them the same advice. Always take your time with it. Self-discovery is a lifelong thing. So I've got two little asexual stories that I found quite funny that I also wanted to share. The first one is, I once asked for an asexual at McDonald's, and when I read this I thought, oh my god, is there a secret burger at McDonald's called the Asexual? I got so excited. Not that I'd be able to try it because it's most likely meat anyway, but I just found it quite amusing and I felt quite gullible when I read the rest. I was new to the asexual scene and trying to learn everything I could. I was on my phone posting on an asexual Facebook page when I reached the front of the line at McDonald's. Me. Hi, I'd like an asexual, please. Cashier. A what? Me. A cheeseburger. I said I'd like a cheeseburger. Please. I just found that really funny. It's the sort of thing I do. My brain gets very scrambled, especially when I'm distracted, so I can definitely see that as something that I would do. The second story. I once went to a strip club to test if I was asexual. Basically, I had half a day at work, so I hung around to the evening and went to the club when it opened at 7 or 8. I wasn't 100% sure if I was ace or not. I bought a drink and I was approached by a dancer and I told her the truth. I received several dances and spent £50. Although the dancer was physically attractive and I wanted to put my face on her face and other things, I didn't find her attractive sexually. Which is another example of romantic orientation. You can absolutely find someone attractive, but you don't have to want to sleep with them. Which brings us to my confession. So there's this guy that comes into work and he's really friendly and I get along with him really well. We both like Disney and we both have something to chat about. And once my colleague said to me, oh, I reckon he fancies you. And obviously, being the awkward idiot I am, that just made my brain implode. And I started to panic. But since then, he comes in and we act normal and we chat. And I always get this niggling feeling in the back of my head that maybe I could push aside my sexuality and be normal and like him back. If he does like me, I doubt he does. But in a way it's really sad because I think that every time he's nice to me, it's like, here I have the opportunity to be normal and sleep with this guy and be in a relationship with this guy and pretend that I'm straight, heterosexual, normal. But what is normal? Like, the this guy doesn't want a phony. I don't want to fake anything. I know that right now I am 100% aromantic, asexual. I don't want a relationship, sexual or romantic. I'm happy being friends with people and living in my own little world. And I know that it's always been how my brain's worked. I've always wanted to fit in and feel like I'm not an alien. But I feel like whatever sexuality you are, whatever your romantic orientation is, you're always gonna feel that way. And like I said, no one's normal. Normal's not a thing. So I guess in a sense, sometimes I find asexuality quite lonely, because the people I love want to be in relationships, and that scares me because I don't. But there's always going to be someone around who loves you and wants to be around you. And I'd like all my fellow aces to know that I'm happy in who I am. And asexuality is such a wacky, weird and wonderful thing. And I love hearing stories from other aces. I love hearing about your experiences with asexuality. And keep it coming if you want to. I'm always here. I'm always happy to learn more about asexuality. I'm quite a beginner myself. So yeah, come at me with your messages. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe, because there will be many, many more ace episodes. The next episode will be on misconceptions. I want to do another Q&A. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time with another video. Bye!